Hey guys, what is up? It is SkullFlag44 again, and I am back. I'm finally back to my regular YouTube channel. I got all the problems resolved. I think it's been about 2 weeks-ish when the problem started, because I remember May 21st was my last video I posted on this channel, and then I got a strike, and then, I'll go into all the details. But for this commentary, I got to get back in the groove. My throat was actually feeling like sore this morning, and I don't know if that's going to come back, and I just got to get back into commentating. So I'm not going to be the best commentary, but I'll try to lay out what happened with my YouTube channel, describe that, and then if I have extra time, it's like a 13-minute commentary or whatever. Then I will go into school and what's going on there. So starting off my YouTube channel, I think it was March 5th is when I got my first little strike on there. It was a community guidelines little error, and apparently my regular Let's Play video was classified as inappropriate by some spammers or whatever, and YouTube's like, yeah, I guess that's an inappropriate video, so we're just gonna take it down, or not take it. Maybe I don't know if they did take it down or not, but we're gonna say that's a strike or whatever. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I tried appealing it, but the appeal system is so messed up because they say you can appeal it, but they don't actually really look into it all that much. So that's kind of stupid. But I appealed it or whatever and got denied. So I'm like, okay, whatever. One strike, it'll go away September 5th or whatever. No big deal. And then I'm like, okay, no problem. Go along my YouTube thing. Won't be a big deal at all. And then March 22nd or 20, yeah, I think it was 22nd. I get another strike, and I'm like, what the heck? And so I get a strike on my Minecraft Let's Play thing. I'm like, okay, this is a little ridiculous. I email them. I'm like, okay, this is a big deal. And then I try to log into my YouTube channel, and they're like, yeah, you got a 2-week suspension from uploading videos and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, okay. No, I shouldn't get that because you didn't describe what I did wrong or anything. Because it just says inappropriate or whatever, and they can pick like spam or whatever, but it says, oh yeah, you violated it, but we aren't allowed to disclose what you violated or whatever. So I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. And then I continue on. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just wait for this to be over or whatever, it'll be okay. And I'm like, oh dang, so I guess once I get my channel back, I'll kind of have to switch to a different channel for a while until I because if I get another strike, my channel will get terminated. Can't let that happen. So I'm like, okay, dang it, that will kind of suck. And then so I'm like, okay, whatever. And then on Wednesday was just a terrible day. Because I took like a math test and I just bombed my math test, and I took it was a math quiz, so it wasn't as big of a deal. And then we started to get sick that day, and I lost my YouTube channel because I got another strike for the same sort of deal. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is insane. There's a serious problem going on, and there's really not much I can do to fix it. So I'm like, I was kind of preparing myself. All right, I guess my channel is gone. I'll do my best to fix it, but time to transition to a new channel, which I really didn't want to do because I don't know if I have it in me to create a whole new channel by myself and start back up. I just don't know if I have the motivation to start over again after doing all that stuff. I think I can still continue and build. Like during the summer, I think I can really grow my channel if I try. But I don't know if I have it in me to start all over again, just by myself. So yeah, so I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just try it because I still like doing this YouTube thing. I still have fun or whatever. And so I start emailing them like, hey, here's a problem. They're like, yep, you violated the guidelines. We aren't allowed to tell you, but you did it, and so your channel is terminated or whatever. I'm like, oh, okay. So I try emailing, the YouTube support people, and they're like, yeah, you should probably, go here to appeal it. And I'm like, okay, oh sure, this actually helped. I'll go here to appeal, but then it just tells you the same thing, just an automated response. I'm like, oh gosh. So then I'm preparing to switch over to SkullFlag22. I'm like, okay, I guess it's time to. Everything happens for a reason, There's a reason this happened, so I guess I'll just switch over to that. And so I'm like, okay, whatever, And so I'm like, all my videos on my hard drive, I start to upload over there. I'm just privatizing them, uploading them over, because that was the big thing about losing. It sucked to lose all the subscribers, the views, all that, but the videos was the things that sucked the most, because that's all that history and time I put into this just kind of gone from that, and that's really terrible. Sorry about that. And also kind of like the whole thing. Dang, I can't use this as a job anymore or anything. Like this is kind of my. I don't really have to get a job yet, but I'm gonna have to get a job eventually. Like, obviously after college and stuff, I'll get a real job. But like, part-time job or whatever. Hopefully YouTube can be it, or I won't have to do as much of another job or something like that. But then that kind of thing was blown out blown out the door there. I guess it's not the right saying, but whatever. With my channel getting taken down, I have to build a whole new channel, blah blah blah. And and so I started uploading. I'm like, all right, whatever. We'll just I'll use this motivation, determination, chip on my shoulder, get back at YouTube, get another channel partner, stick it to them. And then YouTube, I think it was Sunday. No, I don't know when it was, but it was, yeah, it might have been, yeah, I think it was Sunday, where they're like, all right, we reviewed it, and your channel is, reinstated or whatever. And I'm like, oh, yeah, like, I was, like, super happy or whatever, because that means all my videos were back up, everything's good to go, and I'm like, okay, here we go, we are, everything is good again. And then I try to log into my channel, but I still see it, my account's, like, kind of, like, in the account section where, when they suspended it or whatever, where I could still kind of log in, but I couldn't upload or anything like that, they, made it so I could only access the account section, and then it still showed, you have these strikes or whatever, and I'm like, okay, so that's still a problem. So I start emailing them, like, I email back, try to connect, hey, they said my YouTube channel is going to be fully functional and operational, so can I get some help here? I go through all these little, I think this was Memorial Day weekend, and so when I emailed them on the weekend, because that's when I got my channel back, and they weren't there on the weekend, so I think it just got kind of like a backlog of emails, and they couldn't get to mine until later. And I tried, sending different new support messages or whatever, but the guy Roger that was initially going to help me out, he emailed me today saying all those strikes are resolved. Then you should probably check your descriptions of all your videos and stuff to make sure they're good. But I probably will go through to check it, because I don't want to lose get another strike on my channel. But they should all be good. But I'm sure that's what he has to say. And so I log in, and dang, I'm good to go. Everything's in good standing. The strikes just never happened, I guess. They just took them off. And so now I'm able to upload videos and all that jazz again. So I'm super excited for that. I have honestly about 50, 50-ish videos to upload. Not videos to make and upload, I should say. Because that sounds like I've just been, feverishly working. And I did upload some videos on my Skullflag22 channel, so I will put those in the description for you guys to look at if you are interested. I think I did a commentary. I did a few different videos of like a little Cydia tweaks or whatever. So I'll just add them to this video, and then you can access them there, I guess, because they have my little Skullflag22 intro. Here's my intro. Like, it was gonna be, hey guys, what's new? Welcome to Skullflag22. I'm like, okay, starting over, I'll make it rhyme, because my hey guys, what is up? It is Skullflag44 here. That's just kind of like intro off of necessity sort of thing, when I wasn't really thinking about making a good intro and stuff, and that's just kind of stuck, and that's what it shall be, I guess. And yeah, that's kind of that whole deal. So now I can do scheduled uploading. I'll be able to make tons more videos, and hopefully, I don't know, I'm just really excited to get back to making videos, and glad this thing is all behind me. Hopefully it doesn't come and haunt me again, but I will be more prepared than someone else will, because I've gone through this whole process, and hopefully maybe now that if it happens again, YouTube could be like, oh wow, your account's just susceptible to being spammed or something. So I don't know, I'll probably just email Roger again, be like, hey Raj, help me out. He'll be like, no, but I'll be like, please, and he'll be like, yeah, I don't know. And then for school and stuff, we're winding down. I get out in 2 weeks. The 18th is when I get out, and 18th or 19th, I think, something like that. For like the very last day, you don't actually have to go, or they don't take attendance, and the last 3 days is just finals. So I have this week, and then like 2 days next week, 1 day next week actually, and then just finals and stuff like that. Oh no, 2 days. Because let me give you my schedule. So today I had a regular day. It was like our second to last regular day. And then tomorrow they have like EOC testing, which is end of course, for math, and there's science on Friday. I'm taking the geometry end of course, so that shouldn't be all that big of a deal, but I have to go in regular time. But if you don't take an end of course, you get to come out in at like 10, and then we have like 30-minute periods. So it'll make the day a lot easier. Oh, here, I found a great spot. Look at this. I can just chuck nades, and this little bottle refill me. So it's just endless, like, death barrier right there. So that's pretty sweet. So tomorrow I don't have to go to school till, like, school starts 10:05, so 9:30, getting ready or whatever. And then Wednesday is a regular Wednesday, but Wednesdays are shorter, so that's good. And then Thursday I go in regular time for geometry EOC thing, and then Friday I go in at 10 because there's the biology one, which I didn't take biology. And then next week we have Monday. It was when the seniors graduate, so they're taking finals like now, tomorrow. And when the seniors graduate, we get to like a assembly, and then we go for like our first 2 periods or whatever. And then Tuesday is like a regular day, and then Wednesday we're just studying for finals, pretty much just going over one last review. And then Thursday we have our first and second period finals. Thursday we have our Friday we have our third and fourth period finals. Then Monday we have our fifth and sixth period finals. And then Tuesday is like the last day. You guys are all, I will be a sophomore now, blah, 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 blah. I probably won't even go to that because if they don't record attendance, then I'd have no desire to go to it. So yeah. And then, so that'll be cool. I'm glad the year's winding down. Pretty much in every class we're kind of like done except for LASS, where they still like either mismanage their time or something. Because there's a few days in LASS where we didn't really do anything, like we watched movies or something like that, and now we're kind of like, oh dang, year's winding down. We still have some stuff to do. We have to like finish Romeo and Juliet. I'm kind of cramming all the stuff in, and then UN stuff, but it shouldn't be all that bad. I have good grades in those classes, so it shouldn't be terrible. And then yeah, just kind of working towards the end of the year, I guess. And then once the end of the year comes, I'll have like a week off. Then I go to camp, and then I have like a week off ish, something like that maybe. Then I go to Idaho for like 2 weeks, and then I'm kind of here for the summer. I think I go to like Lake mid-August or something like that, but pretty much back until the school year starts up again. So hopefully I'll be scheduled uploading, get all those videos. I'm sure with summer hitting, I'll be able to do that. So it should be all good to go. Thank you guys for watching this. I guess now my only homework right now is just like we have to write a paper for LA, because my teacher didn't, I'm not really my teacher's fault, but I'm kind of cramming all this stuff in. Like we read Act 4 of Romeo and Juliet today, like all of it, and then we have a test on it tomorrow. So it's just kind of like a lot of stuff going on. And then we have to write paper, and then all this jazz, which is gonna be a pain to do, but whatever. I can handle it. It's kind of crazy to think that the year's like over pretty much. Feels like there's still a lot we should have done or something. I don't even know. It doesn't really feel like that, but it just feels like we never really got into the year. It kind of always feels like that, like we're just starting to really hit our groove or something, and then the year ends. Oh, that was the perfectest timing ever. You see that? I planned that out so perfectly, where I just got that perfect little screenshot right there. So make that your background, folks. I'll see you later.